Hi Sam. I'm excited to see you today. Are you ready for another German word?
Hi Alex. Absolutely, I can't wait to learn. What's our word for today?
Today we're learning.
Reaktion.
It means reaction in English, and it can refer to a response to something or a change caused by an event.
Interesting. Is that the most common meaning?
Yes, reaction is the most common meaning. But be careful because
Reaktion.
can sometimes confuse English speakers with the word reaction in contexts like chemistry or science.
Got it. Can you tell me more about the grammar of
Reaktion.
Of course,
Reaktion.
is a feminine noun, so it has the article.
Die.
The plural form is.
Reaktionen.
Remember, feminine nouns often end in.
Tion.
In German, just like in English.
That makes sense. How would I use
Reaktion.
in different tenses?
In the present tense, you might say,
Ich habe eine positive Reaktion.
which means I have a positive reaction. In the past tense, you could say,
Ich hatte eine positive Reaktion.
the perfect form would be,
Ich habe eine positive Reaktion gehabt.
So, I can use it like that.
exactly. And if you wanted to give a command, you would say,
Gib mir deine Reaktion.
which means give me your reaction.
That's a useful phrase.
Now, let's dive into the history of.
Reaktion.
This word comes from Latin, specifically from,
Reaktio.
which means to act again.
That's fascinating. So it has a long history.
Yes. Over time, its meaning has evolved, but the core idea of responding to something has remained consistent.
How does the structure of the word work?
The word
Reaktion.
can be broken down into the prefix, which means again or back, and the root,
Akt.
which comes from act. The suffix
Ion.
indicates it's a noun. So, it's like to act again in a way.
I see how that works.
For similar words, we can look at the prefix. Theirs,
Reformen.
which means to reform, and
Reproduzieren.
meaning to reproduce. Then we have,
Reaktion.
and also,
Repetition.
which means repetition.
Those are all related.
Yes, And we can also look at some nouns with the suffix.
Ion,
For example,
Information,
which means information, and
Kreation,
meaning creation.
Great examples.
Now let's practice speaking. Imagine you are at a meeting and someone presents an idea. You could say,
Meine Reaktion ist positiv.
meaning my reaction is positive.
Meine Reaktion ist positiv.
Perfect. Or if you're at the doctor's office and they ask about your symptoms, you might start with,
Meine Reaktion auf das Medikament war.
which means my reaction to the medication was.
Meine Reaktion auf das Medikament war.
Great. Lastly, if you're discussing a movie with friends, you could say,
Was ist deine Reaktion auf den Film?
meaning what is your reaction to the movie?
Was ist deine Reaktion auf den Film?
This is fun.
Now, let's remember that
Reaktion,
is feminine. You can think of the
Tion,
ending as a clue. For a mnemonic image, imagine a female scientist reacting to a chemical experiment.
That's a good visual.
In terms of usage,
Reaktion,
is used in both formal and informal contexts. You might hear phrases like,
auf eine Reaktion warten.
meaning to wait for a reaction, or
Eine schnelle Reaktion zeigen.
meaning to show a quick reaction. Just be cautious with words like,
Aktion,
which means action, but can be confused with
Reaktion.
I'll keep that in mind.
Let's look at some example sentences using.
Reaktion.
For instance,
Die Reaktion war unerwartet.
meaning the reaction was unexpected.
Die Reaktion war unerwartet.
Perfect. Another one could be,
Hat schnell reagiert.
meaning he reacted quickly.
Hat schnell reagiert.
Nicely done. You can also say,
Die Reaktionen der Zuschauer waren gemischt.
which means the reactions of the audience were mixed.
Die Reaktionen der Zuschauer waren gemischt.
Now, let's do a quick recall check. What is the meaning of
Reaktion.
It means reaction.
correct? What's the article for?
Reaktion.
It's
Die
Right again. Can you give me the plural form?
Reaktionen.
Excellent. How do you say to wait for a reaction in German?
Auf eine Reaktion warten.
And finally, what's the past tense form of I had a reaction?
Ich hatte eine Reaktion.
You did great today, Sam. Remember,
Reaktion.
is a useful word in many situations. Keep practicing, and you'll continue to improve.
Thanks, Alex. I really enjoyed today's lesson. I'm excited to use
Reaktion.
in my conversations.